Hello, welcome back to another reading with me. If this is your first time here, welcome to the channel. Otherwise, welcome back. So I'm gonna get right into this collective reading. I will say, please take everything as it fits. Everything is not gonna be for you because this is a collective reading. When I talk about masculine and feminine, I am simply just talking about energy, not necessarily gender. So again, take it as it fits. Switch the energy as you need to. So let's see. What is this heart truth that we got here? I feel like some of you called somebody's bluff. Whether this person was consciously playing mind games with you or they've just gotten used to a pattern of behavior and then taking for granted. It's like the buck stops here. Final stop, I guess. They were not expecting it. Why can't I tell you the truth? That's a bit of a heavy card to start with. So there's someone here. It's kind of giving this like watching a train crash. Like you can see the horror coming, but it's like you can't stop it. So it's like this person's having an out-of-body experience. Like they're watching themselves do things that they know is not gonna end well. It's not the right thing to do, but it's almost like a compulsion. Like, why am I doing this? So this is certainly giving off self-sabotaging behavior. But someone needs to tell you something that they've been holding on to for a while. You may have sensed it. Okay, how could you ever forgive the mess I've made? All right, so with all these secrets, whatever secrets they're keeping, it's like, you know, when you tell a lie, you kind of, it's like you just build up more lies because unless you're ready to come clean, now you got to tell another lie to cover up that lie. Then you got to remember who you told the lie to and what version of the lie you told them. And just gonna keep lying and lying and lying, and it just builds up until you've told like a really huge lie. And it's like, so somebody here was not honest from the start, and whatever lies they told or half-truths or omissions has created a bit of a sticky situation for them, and now they don't know how to dig themselves out of the hole that they've dug, really. If I could go back in time, I would handle us differently. Ooh, I just saw 333. So there's a lot of introspection going on. And honestly, I don't think that this person just woke up one day and started thinking about this. It seems like something major. There's a major change that happened in this person's life they were not expecting that has forced them to really think about something. Could be something that you said that really struck a chord with this person. Something that somebody close to them said, somebody trusted and respected said to them. Or it could even just be coming across a video, a quote, or something online that made them realize something about themselves, made them realize they haven't been quite honorable where you're concerned. And if you and this person are not communicating, if you finally set, I won't say set a boundary, more so upheld a boundary with them, they were not expecting you to. Maybe you have a pattern of saying certain things or setting certain boundaries, but then going back on that or relaxing your stance on it for this person, and you not doing that this time, they don't know what to do with that, or they didn't know what to do with that. So they started doing a lot of thinking. Interesting. So someone here knows that they hurt you, their behavior. Because like you may have given them multiple chances with something, and you may be that person where you give people a lot of chances, but when you're done, you're done. It takes a lot to get you there, but they know that for you to make that final decision, you have to be really hurt. Well, we got sexual desire. So there's certainly a lot of sexual chemistry in this connection. They do have that for you. But this could be what it is they're thinking they would have handled differently. So they may have downplayed their feelings for you, downplayed your connection, and made it seem that that was all there is to it. Nothing more. And this may have been the approach that this person took. Instead of being vulnerable with you, kind of mask it or buried it under that. Why is it that you love me? So I don't know if you told this person that you love them, or they just sense it, or they know it, or they can see it from your actions, but they may not have believed that you truly love them. So this person has some worthiness wounds that they had to deal with, which seems like they were projecting that on your connection, on you. It's like there's no way you actually love them, especially if they have not been treating you right. Then it's like, why would you still love me? So this is certainly someone I feel does not understand unconditional love. They may have never experienced it in a relationship, so it's like new territory for them. There's a lot to unpack with that. A lot. So we got the Star and the Empress here. Interesting. I want to get some more on that because that actually threw me off, and I don't know why. But it's like, why can't I tell you the truth? Okay. The Hangman and the Lovers. Okay, so we got 4 major arcanas out here to clarify that. Wow. All right, so for some of you, this person, they were in another connection. And they found out that this person was pregnant, but instead of telling you that, they chose to be with the other person, but they didn't tell you that, so they walked away. They literally just put a stop to your connection. There was no closure, no explanation, they just disappeared type thing. I see. Okay. And then if this person came back into your life and then they never told you that they have a child with someone else, the question is, how do I tell you that? It's funny because I'm hearing this song, that song from Usher, Confessions. I think it's part 2, I can't remember. But there's that part where he says, how do I tell you, the woman that I love, that I'm having a baby with someone I barely know? So there's that. Okay. Oh, well, this got caught up in here, I think maybe from the last reading, but card says enlightenment. With enlightenment, there's no separation. We realize that we are one with the divine. So enlightenment. All right. Okay, so how could you ever forgive the mess I've made? Let's see. 4 of Cups. There's an element of feeling like they've missed an opportunity. It's like, you are everything that I've wanted. I know you are this beautiful gift from heaven. Nobody else compares to you. But I was entertaining all these, I guess, low-hanging fruit. These connections that were easy didn't challenge me to be better, to be the best version of myself. They did not require emotional depth from me. I was chasing all these empty cups, and I wasn't patient enough to wait for this cup that was promised to me to be filled. And with that, I created this big mess. A lot of things could have been prevented. That is where this person's at. Yeah. A lot of things could have been prevented. Why are we here? This could have been prevented. All right. Queen of Cups, yeah. And because they never told you how they felt, you offered this person love. You offered them your cup, but they didn't do the same. They did not reciprocate. And it's not because the feelings weren't there. The feelings were there, but they didn't say anything. They held back. And so it's not only that they held back, but it's like this person was manipulating your energy. So it could be a matter of them giving you just breadcrumbing, really giving you just enough attention, affection, or whatever to keep you holding on so that you don't write them off. So this could be another reason why this person could not give you closure, couldn't say anything to you. If they told you, hey, I can't be with you, or this is what's going on, you could have made a choice that was not in their benefit. You could have decided to move on with somebody else. Would have closed the door in that chapter. And they didn't want that. So this is someone wanting to have their cake and eat it too. Yeah, it's selfish. But they were not ready to lose you. But they were not ready to love you either. Or they just couldn't give you what it is that you needed. They know that you deserved. But they didn't want to let you go and let somebody else do it. Because, like I said, there is no separation. Right? With enlightenment, there is no separation. This person was worried about y'all being over, right? Six of Pentacles, yeah. They did not give. It was not balanced. It was very unbalanced connection with you giving, them loving what you're giving, but not reciprocating, not giving to you. They love the way you pour into them, the way you love them. They haven't experienced that from anybody else. And they did not want to lose that. It's like you were very generous with your love. Nine of Wands. Yeah. So you are very resilient. It's almost like this person was constantly fighting your connection, fighting you, fighting your love. So even though they loved the way you made them feel, they loved that you poured into them, I don't think they actually showed you that. They may have acted like it was a burden for them. I mean, I don't even know what to say about that. Just wow. So we have the Emperor here. If I could go back in time, I would handle us differently. They would not have been so rigid. They would have protected you, cared for you. Basically being in this Emperor energy. They would be this Emperor. Knight of Pentacles. So they were it's like they were displaying the low vibrational aspects of the Emperor. And the low vibrational aspects of this Knight of Pentacles. But if they could go back in time, they would do it differently, and they would show up as this high vibrational Emperor. They would show up, and the Emperor and the Knight of Pentacles in high vibrational energy, that's devotion. That's an honorable person. You know, they'll be meticulous in the way they handle you, your connection, your heart. This would be a very reliable person. They provide security, and I'm not talking like material security, but emotional stability, security. That is who they would be for you, to you. But it's like this person did not, I guess you could say they did not have great foresight. They didn't really look at the long-term effects of their actions, of their choices. It's more of like they were emotionally triggered, they were uncomfortable, and they made a decision. And somehow they convinced themselves that they were doing the right thing. But I feel like this was a hasty decision. It wasn't fully thought out. Two of Wands. Yeah. So they do want to move things forward with you. In this new energy. Yep, Page of Wands. So whatever obstacles, obligations they had, this person is like free of those. Whatever reason they felt they could not give to you, they couldn't pour into your connection, they couldn't love you the way you deserved. Those things are not an obstacle for them anymore. Also, if you could go ahead and like the video if you made it this far, I'd appreciate it. But yeah, moving back to the reading. Four of Swords. Whew, right. So the sexual desire is very, very intense. And I feel like this person thought about it a lot. There were questions as to why do I feel this much desire for this person? Why am I so attracted to them? I've never been this attracted to anybody. And I usually have control over it. Even if I am extremely attracted to someone, I'm usually the one in control of it. I can distract myself, etc. And I can't do that. Like, why is this so intense? Why am I so excited just thinking about this person, just seeing them? What is it about them? This person spends a lot of time thinking about this, or they spent a lot of time thinking about it, trying to figure it out. Four of Pentacles, I'm trying to control it. Trying to maintain control of a situation. So this may be somebody who's just always turned on around you and try to like maintain the upper hand. So if they said any, so even them, I feel like if this person was someone who told you that your relationship was solely physical, there was nothing else there, that was the rationale behind it. That was the motivation behind it. Not wanting you to know just how much you affect them. And more so trying to convince themselves, really. Justice. Yeah. So this is certainly about balance and whatever, but they need to make things right. So yeah, they know you are their person, their soulmates. It's like y'all are very compatible in the bedroom physically. They've never experienced anything like that with anybody. Like you were made just for them. That song, I think it's Jessie Rez. It's called Jeans. You should listen to that one. This person, she said, you fit like a pair of jeans. Seems like your mama made you just for me. Yeah. That is similar. That is pretty much how that person sees you, how they feel about you, how they feel about intimacy with you. It's like there's absolutely nothing lacking. There's no need for any of the extras, other stuff that they may have done with other people to get the excitement going. None of that was necessary. Ooh, you got the Queen of Pentacles. All right. They find you very beautiful and very grounding. It's like there's this intense sexual attraction and desire, but at the same time, it's comforting. Like a warm blanket type energy. Interesting. Oh. All right. So yeah, somebody feels like they could fall asleep in it, or they want to. Well then, why is it that you love me? Okay, I'm gonna close out with this one, just clarifying that a little bit. Got some more information. The Hierophant. It's interesting to me. This Hierophant is under the night sky. So you're challenging this person's knowledge or their wisdom. Challenging, I guess, the status quo. Whatever it is they're used to. Beliefs that they've had about love. You're challenging that. So this is someone who feels or who's being conditioned to believe that you have to earn love. You have to do certain things to be worthy of love, etc. But here you come giving them unconditional love. And it's like they know that they are not behaving in the way that they should be towards you. They're not treating you the way they should treat you, but here you're still loving them. It's like something's not right about that. Why do you love me? But that is looking at it from a conditional stance, where you loving someone is dependent on their behavior and what they do, what they have, etc. So it's maybe somebody who's just not used to that. Because I feel some people don't realize that you can love somebody and not like them. Loving someone does not mean that you're accepting their behavior. The Devil. So they feel like you are manipulating them when you say I love you. They're worried about that. Like you have some sort of ulterior motive. And I feel this person may have actually been testing you. They may actually have done some not so kind things just to see if you're still gonna say I love you, if you're still gonna love them, if you're still gonna treat them the same, or if you're gonna switch up. Interesting. King of Pentacles. All right. So for some of you, this person thought that you wanted money from them, or something material, something superficial. You had some superficial reason for saying you love them. There was something you wanted from them. You were trying to extort something from them. I don't know. But whatever it is, they felt like you must want something. Queen of Swords, yeah. They suddenly had their guard up against you. And it's interesting. So it's like this person was projecting something here. I don't know if people did that to them in the past. Maybe they've loved people who exploited that love. And they're like, I'm not going to get my heart involved this time. And they're like, maybe they had some belief that nobody loves you or tells you I love you unless they want something. So what is it you want from me? So even if you didn't do anything to give them that impression, it's like they were projecting. And it's like almost anything you did, they'll probably try to find evidence that this is proof that you're using them or you're trying to use them. So honestly, unless this person did their healing, that's not a battle you were gonna win. It's gonna be a lose-lose for you. It's just no winning for you in this scenario. And if you are in separation from this person, that is actually protecting you and your connection, because there's definitely some healing and some growth that needed to happen for this connection to be sustainable, for this connection to go the distance. And for some of you, I feel like this is certainly a connection that has to go the distance. It is meant to go the distance. There is a spiritual aspect to this. It is not just about romance. There's a reason that the two of you need to come together. I guess a greater mission for humanity. But yeah, this is your reading. Yeah, like and share this video, and I will see you next time.